Hello fellow YouTubers, Blu-ray Maniac here, coming at you on the Horoscope channel. Today is Friday, my day of the week. I'm uploading this pretty late. It's about 9:30. We have pretty much everybody, not everybody, but most of us on this channel, we've kind of fallen behind with the schedule. A lot of people haven't uploaded videos, and all that, with all the stuff going on YouTube with the Google Plus and just all that kind of stuff. And another fellow collaborator on this channel, Ross, had an excellent idea. He said, since the schedule's a bit off, some people are uploading videos, some aren't on their days. He said, why don't we just post random horror-related videos? Just so that we can keep our subscribers watching videos. So I thought that would be a great idea. I'm straying from the theme for this week, but this video is horror related. This is going to be a collection update. I originally was going to upload this on my regular channel, but since they're all horror titles, most of them zombie movies, but all of them horror, I figured why not upload it onto Horoscope. So that's what I'm going to do. And furthermore, I heard through another fellow friend on this collaboration, I'm not going to mention their name, but he told me that he received a message from an anonymous YouTube user saying that he and I were very boring and that we should get the F off of YouTube. I'm sorry if you think our videos are boring. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I'll let the viewers be the judge of that, but we don't do this to make money. We just do this to talk about movies, and that's what we like doing. And if you don't like our videos, then my question to you, whoever you are, is if you don't like them, then why are you watching them? So, as far as you thinking that me and the other collaborator, whose name I will not mention, that you think that we should get off of YouTube because we're boring, well, just because you said that, I'm going to be uploading more videos on this channel, just so you can see my ugly, bald-headed face. So, you better get used to it. With that being said, this is going to be a collection update. Like I said, all these are horror-related. Most of them are zombie movies. So, let's just get into it. First up, a classic, Funeral Home from 1981, I believe, and about a girl that goes to stay with her grandmother to turn a former funeral home into a bed and breakfast, or a dead and breakfast. Anyway, this is an old horror film from the early 80s, as I said, and it is, the transfer on this isn't all that great. The print is pretty shitty, but it is a classic 80s film, and it is a bit creepy. So I haven't finished this movie yet, so as far as this picture on the back, I'm not sure if this is a zombie film or not. So, because I didn't finish it yet. So I went ahead and separated it. The zombie films are going to be towards the end of the video. But we're going to get through these other titles first. So, Funeral Home. Next, I picked up the single, I know you can get this in a double pack, but I picked up Halloween 4 and Halloween 5 on the DevaMax series special editions. I know some of you are probably saying, I bought these on Blu-ray already. Yes, I did. But I got rid of, I had the original double feature of these two movies, and I figured out later, after having gotten rid of it, that it had a few special features on the two discs that were not ported over to the Blu-ray releases. So I'm going to take a page from Tom's book, or Rise THX 1138, and I will say that that is one thing that DVDs have over Blu-rays, is a lot of DVDs come with a lot more special features. Even though the movie's not necessarily in HD, the special features are nice to have. So I went ahead and rebought these, and I got them really cheap. So Halloween 4 and 5. Next up, classic Troll and Troll 2 double feature. This is actually out of print. Obviously, my favorite is Troll 2. I love that movie, as cheesy as it is. Anyway, I'm going to try to get through these quickly so I can get to the zombie titles. But Troll and Troll 2. Pumpkinhead Collector's Edition. Not much needs to be said there. Pumpkinhead, yo. The Hills Run Red. An excellent slasher film. And I'm trying to see who all was in this. Sophie Tad. William Sandler, that's his name. William Sandler did a really good job in this movie. So, The Hills Run Red. A documentary here. Going to Pieces. I'd heard a lot of good things about it, and I was not disappointed. Very good documentary. If you're into horror documentaries, if you collect them like I do, and you liked documentaries such as His Name Was Jason, or more recently the Crystal Lake Memories documentary, or the Halloween 25 Years of Terror, or the Never Sleep Again documentary, which I own all of those. They're really good. If you like those, you will definitely enjoy this. So, Going to Pieces. I got this really cheap, that's why I didn't get the Blu-ray, but The Conjuring, one of the best horror films I have seen in a long time. Give it about 10, 15, 20 years. This movie will be just as much a cult classic as The Exorcist is today. I really enjoyed this movie. Creepy movie. And I'll never think of dolls the same again. Chernobyl Diaries. It's kind of zombie, but it's more about like mutants. Anyone that's seen the movie will know. As much flack as I've heard that this movie has gotten, at least on YouTube and Rotten Tomatoes, places like that, a lot of people hated on this movie, but I actually rather enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Now, here's a Blu-ray finally. This is not a zombie movie either, like I said, but I've heard more and more great things about this the more I hear people talk about it. And I'm a little late to the party, or whatever the phrase is, on this, but I picked up Tucker and Dale versus Evil. This is a great horror/comedy, and it's more comedy than anything, because they get mistaken for a couple of redneck hillbilly like axe murderers, but they're really not. And it's all about, the movie plays upon how people misjudge people or misinterpret what's going on or what people say, and how they think what is really going on in their own minds and how it could be wrong. If you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is just an excellent film. I highly recommend this if you haven't seen it. Okay, so now we get to the meat and potatoes of the video. I know I'm already 10 minutes and about 10 and a half minutes in, but oh well. Okay. First up, these are all going to be random. Some are Blu-ray, some are DVD, but they're all mixed up. Warm Bodies, pretty good. It's basically Twilight, but with zombies. Anyway, that's about all I have to say about that. Pretty good movie, though. Survival of the Dead, definitely George Romero's weakest of the Dead, quote-unquote, of the Dead movies in his Of the Dead series. But hey, I'm a completist and I had to get it. This is the 2-disc special edition. So, Survival of the Dead. Severed, Forest of the Dead, pretty good. Zombie flick. Day of the Dead, I really enjoyed this movie, even though it is a remake and it's totally different than the original. I really enjoyed it. Zombie Diaries, pretty good. Zombie Diaries 2 on Blu-ray. Zombie Hunter with Danny Trejo. Not the best zombie movie, but still pretty good. Here's a steelbook. The Arrow release of Demons 1 and Demons 2. This is a Region B, so I'll have to be getting a region-free Blu-ray player eventually, but these discs are in mint condition, so really nice steelbook too. Love the artwork. Another steelbook, the UK steelbook of The Return of the Living Dead. There's a lot of people that like this movie. There's a few people that I know personally that don't like it, and that's cool. But for me, I really did enjoy this movie. Definitely one of my favorite zombie movies. So, Return of the Living Dead. Oh, and for those of you that are, steelbook fanatics that are wondering if you should invest in this release or not, what I will tell you is that this comes with the More Brains documentary included in this set. It's all on one disc, but that documentary is included. So definitely worth picking up if you can find it. Night of the Living Dorks, a zombie film from Germany. This was really, really good. It's kind of like if George Romero was to direct American Pie, kind of. It's like American Pie as far as the humor with the zombies kind of mixed in. I really enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Another zombie movie from New Zealand, Last of the Living. This is actually a really good movie. Definitely check it out. I got this off eBay for about $3, and it was brand new, so can't go wrong with that. Flight of the Living Dead, zombies on a plane. Pretty simple story, but I found it entertaining for what it was. Diary of the Dead, another George Romero zombie film on Blu-ray. Dead Before Dawn. I really enjoyed this movie. It's a zombie comedy, and they actually call the zombies in the movie Zemans because they're supposed to be half zombie and half demon. Christopher Lloyd is in this movie. I really enjoyed this. If you like Shaun of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead, movies like that, you'll really enjoy this. Dead Before Dawn. Cabin in the Woods. Not totally a zombie movie, but it does have zombies in it, so it falls into that category for me. I have to say, I did not enjoy this movie as much as I thought I would, and all the positive reviews that I've been hearing about it, when I got finished watching it, I felt that this movie was a little bit overhyped. It was good, but it wasn't as good as everybody said it was. But even with that being said, I still did enjoy certain parts of it. Cabin in the Woods. "2012 Zombie Apocalypse" with Ving Rhames there with a sledgehammer. Awesome movie. It was actually a made-for-TV zombie movie for the Sci-Fi Channel, but with all the gore, you wouldn't know that it was made for TV. Really good made-for-TV zombie movie. Really good. Another Danny Trejo movie, Rise of the Zombies. Some survivors flee and seek shelter on Alcatraz Island until the island is overrun by zombies, naturally. So they have to go back to the mainland. Really good movie, actually. Danny Trejo is dead probably within the first 30 minutes, I think. But even though he's not in the movie for very long, I enjoyed his role in the movie. It was really good. Zombie movies always get a pass from me. Here's another cult classic, Night of the Creeps. Don't need to say anything there. Tom Atkins, really good movie. This might be I'd say it'd probably be my number one or number two most favorite zombie movie in my top 5 list. This would probably be in slot 1 or 2 in that list. To me, it's really that good. So, Night of the Creeps. Dance of the Dead. Zombies at Prom. This is from Ghost House Underground. It's actually a really good zombie comedy. It's got a lot of Breakfast Club elements in it, if you get what I'm saying. A lot of the characters, they're all different personalities. There's even one guy that dresses a lot like Judd Nelson did in The Breakfast Club, and I really enjoyed this movie. Really good, excellent zombie comedy. Here's a zombie comedy movie from the UK. It's a British film, and I had heard Andrew Bellena talk about this. I don't remember if he talked about it in detail or not, but I remember him saying it was a really good movie for a zombie comedy, and that's Cockneys versus Zombies. Picture a bunch of old people in a nursing home that are disgruntled and grouchy, kind of like Clint Eastwood was in Gran Torino, and then pit them against a bunch of zombies. So it's like old people versus zombies. It's actually a really good comedy. I really enjoyed this. This is in my top 5 also. This is really good. Hemlock Berlin Undead. This is part of the Bloody Disgusting Selects series. This is a film from Germany. originally in the German language, but it does have an English dub track. Um, I don't really like reading subtitles, and it's not because I'm lazy. It's because if I want to read something, I'll read a book. I don't watch a movie to read a movie. I find that when I read captions, I focus too much on the captions and I miss sometimes what's going on the screen. So I watched it with the English dub over. The voices are a little bit off, and of course the lip sync is off because it's in a different language. But I still understood and got the gist of what was going on. This is a really good zombie movie. You should definitely check it out if you're into zombie flicks. Another zombie movie, 13 Eerie. This is about a group of graduates, college graduates that are studying to become, I believe it's FBI agents, and they work with like forensics. They're the type of FBI agents that are going to go, they're the crime scene investigators. They look at all the dead bodies and figure out how long they've been dead and deal with all the evidence. Well, they go, their class, or whatever you want to call it, is takes place on this deserted island called Eerie, and unbeknownst to them, it's where federal criminals, like maximum security felons, were taken to this island years before, and the government did top secret illegal genetic experiments on them. And so some of the inmates that the experiments were done on come back from the dead. So you kind of get the gist for the kind of zombie movie it is. It's actually, it's not the best zombie movie ever, but it is entertaining for what it is. There's one particular super zombie. There's a bunch of zombies in the movie, but there's one that's like a super zombie. I would definitely recommend it. I enjoyed it. Now this right here is pure 80s cheese, and that's the original DVD release of The Dead Next Door. I enjoyed this, but I found it very cheesy. It was like they made it with Halloween decorations and really cheap special effects, and very how can you say it? Very low budget cheese, I guess. A low budget zombie movie. If you're into that kind of thing, I think you'll enjoy this. I'm gonna keep it, obviously, because I give all zombie movies a pass, as I said earlier. But definitely not one of my top favorites, though. Found it a little too dated, if that makes any sense. But anyway, The Dead Next Door. Here is another Bloody Disgusting Selects. Now this is a good zombie movie. You guys want to take one recommendation from this video of a zombie film that's not like all the others. A zombie film that pretty much got swept under the rug, that some people know about, but it's not mainstream, like Dawn of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead, all the George Romero movies. This was an independent film distributed by a not well-known studio, so it was not released by a major studio, and the movie was made on only $300,000, which is the same budget used, the same amount of money that was spent when John Carpenter made the first Halloween. This is as good as an independent film gets. This is a perfect example of how you can make a good movie and you can make it good without having to spend a shitload of money. This is the only zombie film I have seen that actually takes place during the Civil War period. It is an excellent film, and to top it off, it stars Bill Moseley and Dee Wallace. So if those two names don't sell you on this movie, then I don't know what to tell you. But it's a really good movie. Exit Humanity. Remember that name. Now we're getting into some classics here. Night of the Living Dead. I own several versions of this film. I picked this one up in particular because this is the colorized version, and believe it or not, the color doesn't look that bad at all. I love this film. I have to say I prefer the remake more, but the more and more I watch this movie, the more and more it grows on me. And I really love this film now that I've seen it in color. And I will tell you that from this day on, when I go to my movie shelf and I want to watch this original film, this is the copy that I'm going to reach for because it's in color. I love watching this film in color. I think they did a really good job adding color to this film, and I really enjoyed it. So if you see this particular cover art on a copy of this film in a store, know that this is the cover art that goes with the colorized version. So if you're looking for this, just look for this cover art. Okay, now we're getting down to the last couple here. I own this film on Blu-ray, but again, like I said earlier, I'm taking a page from Tom's book, Rise THX 1138, as to why people still buy DVD versions of certain movies even though they might already have the Blu-ray. That is the 4-disc Ultimate Edition of the original Dawn of the Dead from the 1970s. I love this film. Again, as far as realistic blood and guts and realistic zombies and a more in-depth story, I prefer the remake on the basis of those factors. But like Andrew Bellina, this movie is really starting to grow on me, and the more I watch it, the more I like it. Sure, it's a bit cheesy, it's a bit dated. The gore isn't as realistic as everyone says that it is, and I honestly believe that, yes, to an extent, this movie gets a little too much praise. But even with that being said, I really enjoy this film, and every time I watch it, it grows on me a little bit more. So I really do enjoy this film, even though I do have some hang-ups with it, I guess you could say. Anyway, Dawn of the Dead, the 4-disc edition. This contains, by the way, the theatrical version, the European cut, and also the director's extended cut, and another disc with special features and documentaries on it, chocked full of special features. So if you're not really, regardless if you buy Blu-rays or not, if you're going to buy the DVD version of this movie, this is the version you want to get. The transfer is really good on them too. And I figured, what better to end this video on than a really over-the-top zombie comedy. Let me just put it to you this way. What do you get when you take strippers, an ex, well, I don't know if she's ex or not, but an ex-porn star, zombies, and Robert Englund and you put them all in the same movie. You get Zombie Strippers, starring Jenna Jameson. Um, yes, she was. She used to be a porn star, of course that's why she's the main picture on the front. But as cheesy and cornball and ridiculous as this movie is, definitely a film to watch when you're getting drunk with some buddies, and just a good movie to laugh at. And also, don't take it too seriously. That's the whole thing. This is one of those zombie movies that is not meant to be taken seriously. But I have to say that Robert Englund is the focal selling point for me with this movie. I love Robert Englund. He played Freddy Krueger for many years, and Freddy Krueger was always kind of a pervert. And well, Robert Englund plays the owner of the strip club in this movie, so it's a perfect role for him. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was funny as crap. I thought this was a hilarious movie. Very cheesy, but if you're a hardcore zombie person and you can handle a little raunchy fun and have a good laugh, definitely check this out. Zombie Strippers. So, with that, this will conclude my video. There is one other movie that I am expecting in the mail, but I have not received it yet. So I'll just tell you what it is, because it would have been the last movie in this update anyway. I also ordered the 2-disc special edition DVD of Planet Terror, so which was originally part of the double feature Grindhouse. So really good movie from what I hear. I've never seen it, but it's got Bruce Willis, Michael Biehn, and a few other, or it might be Michael Biehn, actually. I always get his name wrong, but he's a really cool actor, and a few other very well-known actors are in it too, so I can't wait to see it. Anyway, that will do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch y'all next Friday. Thanks.